There are places in the world where people disappear, not occasionally, not by accident, but repeatedly in ways that leave behind no answers, no clear explanation, no trace. And in the United States, there is one place where this happens more than anywhere else. A place so vast, so remote, that once you enter it, you may never come back. It's called the Alaska Triangle, a massive region stretching between Anchorage, Juneau, and Utqiagvik. On a map, it looks like nothing more than wilderness. Mountains covered in snow, endless forests, frozen rivers, miles of land untouched by modern life. But inside this region, something is happening, because for decades, people have been disappearing, thousands of them. The Alaska Triangle has one of the highest numbers of missing persons cases in the entire United States. And what makes it even more disturbing is how many of those people are never found. No bodies, no evidence, no clear explanation, just gone. People enter this region for many reasons. Some are hikers looking for adventure. Others are hunters experienced in surviving the wilderness. Some are pilots flying over the vast and isolated terrain. But for many of them, the journey never ends. One of the most well-known cases happened in 1972. A small aircraft was flying through the Alaska Triangle. On board were several passengers, including a well-known U.S. politician named Hale Boggs. The flight was routine, nothing unusual, no distress call, no warning. But somewhere along the route, the plane disappeared. Completely. No signal, no wreckage, no crash site. Search teams launched one of the largest search operations in U.S. history at the time. Planes, helicopters, ground teams. They searched for weeks, covering thousands of miles. But they found nothing, not a single piece of the aircraft. It was as if the plane had simply vanished from the sky. And that case was just one of many. Over the years, countless hikers have disappeared in the Alaska Triangle. Some vanish without leaving a single trace. No footprints, no broken branches, no signs of struggle, nothing. In some cases, search teams have followed tracks, only for them to suddenly stop, as if the person they were tracking simply disappeared mid-step. There are also cases involving experienced outdoorsmen, people who knew the land, people trained to survive harsh conditions, people who understood the risks, and yet they've vanished, without explanation, without a trace. Of course, there are logical explanations. The Alaska wilderness is one of the most dangerous environments on Earth. Extreme cold, sudden weather changes, blizzards that can appear without warning, dense forests that can disorient even experienced hikers, wild animals, unstable terrain. In many cases, it is easy to assume that people simply get lost, that they fall, that they freeze, that they are taken by the environment. And sometimes that is true, but not always, because some cases don't fit those explanations. Some disappearances happen too quickly, too cleanly, too completely. There are stories of people vanishing in areas that had already been searched. Stories of individuals who were seen one moment and gone the next. Stories where everything seemed normal until suddenly it wasn't. And then there are the reports. The things people claim to have seen. Strange lights in the sky. Objects moving silently over the mountains. Glowing orbs hovering above the land, then disappearing without a trace. Some pilots have reported seeing unidentified flying objects while flying through the region. Lights that move in ways no aircraft should be able to. Objects that appear, follow them, and then vanish. Others have described strange atmospheric disturbances. Compasses spinning. Navigation systems failing. Signals disappearing. As if something in the region is interfering with technology itself. And then there are the stories that go even further. Stories passed down through generations. Local legends. Tales of something that exists deep within the wilderness. Something that has always been there. Watching. Waiting. Some believe the Alaska Triangle is just a natural danger zone. A place where the environment itself is responsible for everything. But others believe something else is happening. Something we don't fully understand. Because even with modern technology, the disappearances continue. GPS, satellites, drones, search and rescue teams. Despite all of it, people still vanish. And in many cases, they are never found. The Alaska Triangle remains one of the most mysterious regions in the United States. A place where nature is vast, silent, and unpredictable. A place where something happens that no one can fully explain. Because when people disappear there, they don't just get lost. They vanish without a trace. And that leaves one question. A question that has remained unanswered for decades. What is really happening inside the Alaska Triangle? Is it simply the danger of the wilderness? Or is there something else hidden deep within it? Something that doesn't want to be found. Something that doesn't follow the rules we understand. Something that watches from the silence of the mountains and waits until the next person enters, until the next disappearance, until the mystery continues. And somewhere out there, in the endless wilderness of Alaska, the truth is still hidden, waiting to be discovered, or perhaps never meant to be found at all.